The sink mount kit connects to the cabinet rooftop. It's designed for installing undermount sinks when stone slab tops are installed. It is designed for installing oval and rectangular bathroom vanity sinks, but it also works great for installing bar sinks, vegetable sinks, and any sink when the combined weight of the sink and its contents is less than 50 pounds. Install your rooftop plywood with a minimum of a 5/8 thickness and then center your sink opening. If you are not installing a rooftop plywood and you have open top cabinets, you will need to add a plywood to the interior of your sink bay and attach it through the side walls. Place your sink upside down on your rooftop plywood and center it as needed. This can also be done with the use of the manufacturer template. Mark your cutout hole 1/2 inch larger than the outside dimension of the sink. You can take one of your spacer blocks as a guide to scribe the line. The next step is just to cut out the hole in the rooftop plywood. Take one of the brackets from the kit, align it with the cutout hole, making it flush on the side, and mark the center of the bracket. Do that at 4 locations around the sink opening. With a 1/4 inch drill bit, drill through the rooftop plywood at the 4 mounting locations. With a 3/4 paddle bit, drill approximately 1/8 inch into the top of the rooftop plywood, usually about the thickness of 1 ply. Your carriage bolt has a square nut on the top side of it. Place it into the hole, tap it down into place until the bolt is set. The bolt should be flush or slightly below the top of the plywood. Next, take one of the 1/4 inch adjustment screws and thread it into the hole of the bracket. Take one of the rubber caps, place it on the screw, and back that down until it's in contact with the bracket. The kit comes with 2 spacer blocks per mounting location. Because our plywood is a single thickness, I'm going to use both of the 1/2 inch spacer blocks. The washers are a cut washer. One side is rounded. Place that side up when installing the bracket. First put on your spacer blocks, then your mounting bracket. Next take your washer, rounded side up, and one of your wing nuts and secure it in place. If you've installed your rooftop over a cabinet with a solid top, due to the added thickness of the 2 materials, you will only need to use one of the spacer blocks. The brackets are adjustable for easy alignment of the sink. They also rotate to the side so future sink changes are possible to the bottom without removing the countertop. With our 4 brackets installed, we've now created a rim for our sink to rest on. We've cut the plywood a 1/2 inch larger than the outside dimension of the sink, so we now have the ability to adjust our sink with the finished cutout hole of our counter material. The brackets have given us an offset where the sink top is slightly lower than the plywood, so when our countertops are installed, we now have room to apply our caulking. I'm not actually going to apply the bead of caulking, but you would apply a bead of caulking all the way around the sink rim. With the caulking applied to the sink rim, press the sink up to meet the bottom of the counter material and loosely secure it in place with the adjustment screws. Do this at all 4 locations. Make any final adjustments of the sink with the finished cutout hole of the counter material and secure in place with the adjustment screws. Do not over tighten the adjustment screws as you may damage the counter material. When you're done, wipe out any extra caulking that came out of the top and you're done.